everyone, welcome to the second lesson of this short series where I will be breaking down my performance over the track Travieso. In this video, we are going to analyze the groove that I played over the bass solo. This is actually the first groove that I came up for the song. It was what started the whole thing, and it is my favorite part of the song. Let's have a quick listen to what this section sounds like. The full groove is based out of playing a single paradiddle between my left foot and my left hand with an accent on the E instead of the downbeat like it usually is on the paradiddle, over a very simple groove with my right hand and my right foot keeping 2 and 4 on the snare. Now before we dig into the full groove, I want to explain how the whole idea started. If you follow my channel or my Facebook page, you know that for a while I have been trying different patterns on top of each other to try to find more creative ways to play simple grooves and to try to get myself and other drummers out of our comfort zone, playing ideas that are a little bit more creative. For me, the most important part of this is finding musical settings for the patterns, which is what I was going for with this specific section. And what I think is so cool about this section is that if you don't really pay attention, it sounds like a pretty straightforward groove. It doesn't sound like it's anything crazy, but if you analyze it a little bit more, it is a little bit more intricate than it seems. So now, let's analyze the main idea of the groove. The original groove that I based this out of and what the section sounds like if you don't pay too much attention. So that's the main idea of the groove. It's a groove that I really liked, and when I was playing it I noticed that it sounds a little bit like the paradiddle. When I noticed that, I wrote down the accent pattern that I wanted as well as the bass drum pattern over the paradiddle with the hands to try to develop the idea a little bit more. So basically keeping the exact same groove but the hands playing the paradiddle over that. This is what that sounds like. After writing that down and playing it a couple of times, I thought that a great way to make it a little more interesting and make it groove a little bit more would be to keep the same pattern that the left hand plays when playing the paradiddle, the same bass drum pattern, and the same 2 and 4, but changing the right hand to 8th notes. That's a step closer to what's actually in the recording. Let's check it out. After playing that, I noticed that really my left foot wasn't doing anything, and I could just bring it in to complete the single paradiddle with my left side. I also decided to open my left hand over to my side snare to change the sound of it a little bit, and leave the right hand on 2 and 4 on my main snare. This is almost the full groove. It's the single paradiddle between my left foot and my left hand over the main groove with the bass drum, 8th notes on the hi-hat, bringing down the right hand on the main snare on 2 and 4. The last step, and the only thing that is different in the recording, is adding some 16th notes on the hi-hat with the right hand. In the recording, I improvise the right hand, switching back and forth between 8th notes and the 60-note pattern with the right hand. So the last thing left to practice is the groove over this pattern. Like I said, in the recording it's improvised, but to be able to go in and out of the pattern, I needed to be able to play it on all 4 beats first. Let's see what that sounds like. And that's it. That is the groove that I played over the bass solo in my song Travieso. It is what I consider to be the coolest section in the song, and like I said before, it is the section that inspired the whole tune to begin with. If you haven't seen the full performance, click here to check that out, and you can also click somewhere over here to check out other lessons where I break down other sections of this song. I hope you enjoyed the video, have fun practicing this at home, and see you next time.